Okay, welcome to this Zoom meeting. We have a very nice audience tonight. It's our record audience tonight, record-breaking audience. And also we have people from Spain, Germany, from the Open Sky House, and from Italy. So this is also very nice, becomes more and more international. So as we do each time, I like to do now a meditation to start the evening. So I'd ask you each to sit comfortably and to close your eyes and to look inside. Okay, so you can open your eyes, can come back into the Zoom meeting. So I'm looking now for somebody who would like to share what happened during the meditation. Anybody like to volunteer? You can wave your fingers and somebody will connect you, or you can click on the, I think you can click somewhere. I'm not sure where you can click, but. Lakshmi. Let's ask Lakshmi. She's always a good person to start with.
Yeah. I feel so fine. Although I had a very busy day, and I felt it in the meditation, but during the meditation, during the meditation, I heard the rain outside, and this noise. I had the feeling as if the noise would fill my body a little bit, and that was very, very nice. You see?
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you become very quiet, then of course it happens just like you're describing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can hear traffic noise. In the old days, you might have heard a plane going overhead. Of course, we don't hear that anymore. No planes. It's amazing, yeah. When you realize there's no planes, you can hear the birds now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And during the especially today, my energy level is so high.
Yeah.
I'm so awake. Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful.
Maybe perhaps I should explain that Lakshmi has been in the Open Sky House since Friday. Was it Friday?
Yeah.
And we had a kind of intensive weekend together.
Yeah.
I have a group which I call the Sangha group, which means the students who are close to the teacher. We have a meeting every 3 months, and it was this weekend. And then Lakshmi has decided to stay a few more days, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last night we had also a very lovely meeting, very juicy, crazy meeting. John David went a bit potty last night. Became a comedian instead of a practicing teacher.
Yeah.
Anyway, so so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would like to? I just happen to have Danny right in front of me on the screen here. I don't know. Do I know you, Danny? Did we meet before? Okay. Can you click? Now we can hear you.
Now I got it. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't meet you before.
No. you didn't.
And how did you find me? I see you've got a lot of books behind you.
Oh yeah, but they belong to my husband, so
Ah, okay.
yes.
He reads the books and you go online.
Exactly. Yeah, I just found you. I don't know exactly. Oh yeah, I told to Indira. I found you on a film on Maona TV, a film about your community, and I
Okay.
was so touched and so impressed, and that I looked at the homepage and ordered a book and watched another film, and
Okay.
yeah, now I'm here and I'm really glad to be here with all of you.
Okay. Where do you live? Because we're based near Cologne.
Oh yeah, no, I'm live more in the north, in Emsland, Meppen. What is there? Near Hanover.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we can meet online anyway.
yeah, that's great. And I hope to see you also in the Open Sky House one day.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So why do you think you were watching those kind of films? Is that something you've been doing for some time, or is there something in your life changing?
So for many years, I'm in contact with yeah, with awakening. It doesn't happen to me until now, but it's yeah, it's a thing I feel a deep connection to, of course, like all of us. And I'm searching, and maybe it was the main thing which made it deeper to go for that search, is the illness of my daughter. My daughter is 13 years old and she's very sick. She has an epilepsy since she's 3, or she was 3 months old. And yeah, that's a big challenge every day. And I think that also brought me deeper into that um, theme, just to look what is behind all these things that we can
Right.
just, yeah.
Yeah. It's something that kind of stops you just taking life for granted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we tend to take life for granted without realizing we're experiencing an amazing paradise every day. Even the light is coming in the morning is already a miracle, and then it goes away in the evening is another miracle.
Mhm.
But we can easily take all these things for granted because everybody else is somehow taking them for granted. So, but when you have something like you're saying about your daughter, then maybe it brings you to ask deeper questions, you know, about what is life.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and would you like to share something about the meditation? Happened to
Yeah,
you in the meditation?
sorry.
What happened? What was your experience of the meditation?
Yeah, the beginning, I felt a very deep quietness suddenly. And then I thought, oh, okay, although my day was very busy and it was easy for me to fall into that stillness, but after a while, after you asked the second time, I realized, okay, my mind is talking the whole time. I didn't realize. I first felt that quietness in my body, and I can feel my body very well, but at the same time, my mind is talking the whole time. Tut, 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 tut. And after you asked for the third time, I realized, okay, now I can leave that a little bit, and back to that stillness inside.
Right, right, yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's good to see that. It's a bit like, you know, if you're talking in the house, you don't hear the clock ticking, yeah.
Yeah.
But if everybody's quiet and there's no television, then you can hear the ticking clock, yeah. So yeah, so that's good to see that. Yeah. Okay, nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet all of you.
Okay, so let me click along a bit and see who else is there. Somebody I didn't know. Roman, I don't know if we've met before. Would you like to share something, Roman?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Have I met you before?
No.
No, good. Okay, and which country are you sitting?
I'm from France.
France. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Nice. I used to come fairly regularly to France, but then somehow it stopped by itself. Yeah. And where in France are you?
Where I am from?
No, where? Paris or?
Yes, close to Paris. Yeah, in Versailles.
Ah, right. You have a nice house there, well, the big one. Yeah. So how was it for you in the meditation?
Very quiet. Yeah, easy, peaceful. Sometimes I had my mind jumping on some stories, but just passing by. And
Right. So you were able to stay in a silent place with the thoughts passing. You didn't get so caught up in the story.
no.
Right. So you've been meditating for some time, I think.
Yes.
Many years?
No, it's now maybe about 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And yeah, I used to follow a teacher also.
Okay, right. So I mean, when you experience stillness so easily without being really disturbed, I mean, for me, it suggests that you've done enough meditation, or you've done a lot of meditation, because it kind of controls the mind, you can say. If we meditate regularly, somehow the whole business of the thought passing just naturally gets quieter and quieter over some months. I mean, and the more you go on with that, then you can expect also a very still moment when the thought somehow stops for a moment. It's kind of gaps in the thought. And then when you carry on more meditation, then you find you can sit quietly when there's really no thought. And that often is very beautiful. So I guess you experience that sometimes.
Yeah, it's also more and more happening in many times, even if I'm not just meditating. It's more
Just
and
in the
more happening in life.
Right.
In present.
Right. Yeah, that's beautiful that you take that stillness with you anywhere, whether you're walking, driving a car, or whatever, and you find that suddenly you notice there's a tremendous stillness there without making any effort, in fact. And have you had what I would call a glimpse? So for me, a glimpse is a moment when the mind really stops, and then there's some sort of energetic phenomena happens inside, and you feel enormous peace and well-being.
Yes. I experienced many times, but I'm still kind of scary of this peacefulness. It's like nothing, and then I still have some mind and ego trying to grab on something like no, keep the story. So
Right. Well,
yeah,
that's why you had it. That's why you had a teacher, probably, because at some point when you keep losing something that comes naturally, you know, because you don't really do anything to come into that deep stillness where the space is very big and you feel very calm. Perhaps even a lot of love is there. That's a little extra bonus. I mean, then when you lose it, it's not so nice, you know. And then somehow a teacher is the possible person who can help you not lose that. So if you're working with a teacher, then I'm sure that was a lot of benefit for you.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you look on my website, we have a page that's called something like The Essence. I think it's called The Essence, or not sure. But there we have 2 or 3 little films of people in a glimpse. Might be interesting for you.
Okay.
Very often, maybe it was the same for you, very often when people come in this glimpse, and when they look around, if there are people around, it looks very funny. And then often people burst into laughter because you realize somehow the truth in that moment of being so empty. And then you look around and the people are all acting as if they're in the theater. They all have a sort of script and they're very seriously doing, you know, Tom, Bill, and whatever, you know, they're doing their theater bit. And when you're not in that, I mean, it all looks extremely funny. So sometimes when people have a glimpse, they can't help but to laugh a lot. Did you have this experience?
Yes. And yeah, it's more and more. So I had this weekend times with my family, and it's been a while. I haven't seen my father, and I saw him with all his stories and all the things he used to bring when we are speaking or sharing with everyone. Yeah, it was like, yeah, he was like, he was playing something and he was trying to tell me, yeah, you can see that he did me that, and this guy is not good, blah 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 blah. And just by sitting and watching him, I could ask him, what do you really feel about it? And I could bring him to his own feeling and his own stories on the situations. And so it was very peaceful and with a full of love um, to see him like this, because before I also used to say, my father did me that and that, and it's because of him. And so now I can see that it's all stories.
Right.
Just mind
As
game.
as you're talking, I'm remembering a dramatic moment with my father. There was some pretty difficult situation. The whole well, a lot of the family was around, and we were all a bit in shock actually, and it wasn't clear what was going to happen. And you know, it's an English family, so then my father, you almost can't believe it. He said, "Well, we should have some tea," you know. Then my mother went to the kitchen and made the tea, and we came back, and then we all sat and drank tea, and nobody said anything. And actually, this is some sort of reality in England, you know. The English people are really into their tea in difficult emotional moments, you could say. And also, of course, in England, people are very into sorry. So these kind of patterns, when you have a bit of distance, extremely funny, actually, extremely funny. I have a television which I watch sometimes, and sometimes I will go between different news programs. So I'll go to CNN. I get sort of American flavor of the news, you know. Then I go to England for the English kind of flavor. And nearly always when I click on the BBC, I don't get any news. I get the weather broadcast. You know, the English are completely identified with weather because they get such shitty weather there. And it's almost strange. Every time I click on BBC, I get a weather broadcast. It's very, very funny. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Unexpected. You're the only French connection I have anymore. I used to come to Paris, but not for a long time. Did you meet me in Paris? Is that why you're on my mailing list? Maybe?
No.
No. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. So who else would like to? Any volunteers? Nadia, would you like to volunteer? I see you next to. Hello.
Hello, hello.
And where are you sitting?
Pardon?
Which country are you sitting?
I'm in Germany. I'm in Essen. It's not
Oh, you're in
far
Essen.
away. Yes.
Not far away, right? And have I met you before?
Yes, but online.
Online, right? Yeah, you seem familiar, but I don't quite remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to share what happened in the meditation?
Yes, I got hot inside, like heat in the body.
Right.
And I had some occasions from the past I needed to cry, and then after a while I had to laugh. And yes, I feel the emotions coming,
Right.
like
Right.
fear and cry and laugh, like this.
Right. And did it get quiet in any moment? Did you also experience
Yes.
it being quiet?
Yes, when you
Okay.
said go deeper.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay. We had somebody here from Essen last night. We had a meeting in the house. There was a yoga teacher from Essen came here. But tonight she couldn't be on this meeting. But I mean, if you would be interested to come sometime here, you could. We could put you in touch with this lady. Maybe you can drive together.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Her name is Susan. She teaches yoga in Essen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Nice. So I can see Thomas, who is here in our house. And Thomas, you were in the meeting last night.
Yes, I was.
And you're recently in Mexico, where you're dancing in the street.
Yes, and now I feel a deep exhausting from the body and the jet lag. That's
really?
my current situation. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. You need to sleep a bit, and sleeping time to get disturbed, I think.
Yeah, but it's okay. Just be with it.
Okay. And would you share something in the meditation?
In the meditation for me, there came fear. I'm self-employed and I have a customer who's not answering me, and this triggers this fear that he can cancel the order or something like that. And that is triggering the fear of existence, you know?
Right. Yeah, these things can be very strong. Yeah. The mind gets hold of it and then runs with it, and not so nice.
Maybe it has nothing to do with me, and this is just a story in the mind, and it produces the fear, triggers the fear.
Right. But if you can see that it's not real, then, you know, gradually, fear doesn't disturb so much.
Yeah, the fear doesn't have to go. It's okay to be with the fear.
I had this experience myself yesterday, because I'm in the moment interviewing people for a project about my teacher, Papaji. So I'm creating a book, giving people a chance to tell their stories about being with the master. You know? So a few days ago, there was an interview with one guy, and it was very juicy and everything was good. And then this morning when I woke up, there was a message from him saying, I don't want you to use my interview in your book. And a bit strong somehow. Yeah. So I was a bit, in the daytime yesterday, I was a bit like, I wonder what's going on. You know, there was some kind of something you could call fear, really, about this mail. And then suddenly in the evening, I got a mail telling me that two of the perhaps most juicy of Papaji's teachers, they both agreed to be interviewed by me. So in that moment, this fear completely disappeared to be replaced by a kind of ecstasy of happiness. So this is the life. It goes like this. You know, every day there are what you can call pluses, and every day what you can call minuses. And of course, we get caught up in those things.
So you still experience fear. That's interesting. I didn't expect
this.
Yes,
I expect. I experience, you know, everything. I can be sad. I can be angry. I can experience all the emotions because I'm actually still a human being, you know. And but it's different to how it used to be in the dim past, because I can remember in the past that those things would continue for me even days on end. You know, I would be angry with somebody and it would go on and on. And now it's more like something that comes and goes quickly. So there's a different quality, I can say, different quality. But yes, I experience all the emotions. And also I can say that the way I experience them, I think, is probably different, because it's more like, oh, that emotion is there. It's not so much I feel anger. You know, there's not really, doesn't really land in a way that it would have done 25 years ago. So in the end, it doesn't disturb anything very much. There's still a basic ground of silence or stillness.
So it has no power anymore. It's just an experience.
Sorry?
So the fear or the
the
feelings,
it doesn't have the power to kind of get attached to it and make it into a story. You know, it doesn't have that power. Occasionally, there may be some, you know, bigger, more important or grabbing situation, but that's pretty rare now. Actually, it's pretty rare. I had an interesting experience tonight because I have a new computer, and we were trying to set up this new computer. And at some point I had to put my telephone access code into the computer, right? And I tried twice and I couldn't get it. It wouldn't work. So tonight I had another go, but before I tried it on the computer, I tried it on my phone, right? So you know how, well, I've got that kind of phone where, you know, you can open the phone by looking at it. You know, it looks at my face and opens. But if it's a bit dark or something like this, then it doesn't open and I have to put the numbers in, right? And I've been doing that for the last 2 or 3 years, actually. And so whenever I need to put the numbers, I just tap them in and it opens, no problem. But because now I've got to do it on my computer with an unfamiliar kind of placement of the numbers. Yeah, can't do it. I've gone back to my phone tonight to do it, and I made it wrong so many times that now I have to wait an hour, and it won't even allow me to open. It won't allow me now to open it with my face anymore. So now I hardly dare touch my phone because I'm afraid it's locked for the rest of its life or something horrible. And I realized this was happening tonight, I realized that's why I can't learn a language. You know, I've been in Germany 20 years and I can't speak German. And I never quite understood why it was kind of impossible to learn German. I mean, there are various reasons. But with this number thing tonight, I was completely shocked that I've lost the kind of mind which could remember numbers, for example, or could remember German words, you know, and could remember how to build a sentence. The kind of things you do automatically in a school or something, you know, where you learn something. And I just don't have this kind of mind anymore. It's completely vanished. And it was a bit of a shocking moment because I never realized like that actually there's such a quiet now in my mind that I hope it's healthy and it's not Alzheimer's starting or something. Maybe I'm getting old enough for Alzheimer's. But basically, you know, this morning, 2 or 3 times, I opened my phone up with these numbers completely automatically. So I look at it and my brain, my intelligence can put numbers in. But tonight on this new computer where I had to put the same numbers in, I had no clue what the numbers were. Well, I thought I knew. I tried several times, but they were all wrong. Very strange experience.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, nice to talk to you. Welcome to the house.
Yeah,
You're
thank
here
you.
for a few days. You're here for a few days, are you? Good.
Maybe I extend.
Okay, always welcome. Many people stay longer than they plan. Okay, who should we go to? My techie man has come to change something. So I don't know what he's doing, but hopefully he won't delete this meeting. On Sunday night, we had a very special meeting with a spiritual teacher, and my techie guy forgot to record it. He didn't press the record button in the beginning of the meeting. So he's running around today looking a bit sheepish. There you are. Now everybody knows. Well, what are you doing? Can I carry on? Okay. Okay, I can carry on. You know, I don't know what he just did, but okay. So maybe somebody else. Where are we? What about Arjuna looking like an ET? Maybe it is an ET. Maybe he is an ET. I almost wondered.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Yeah. So suddenly when you asked to put the awareness on the strongest thing, suddenly the strongest was a kind of absence of thing. Yeah. So I kind of was experienced this kind of sound of electricity, I don't know, or absence of sound,
Right.
absence of anything. And it lasted for some times.
Right, right.
And yeah, and then I got this because I used to translate your meetings, yeah. So I kind of had this intention to translate, I think, yeah, in my head, a bit of translation.
Right. Well, you can, today's Tuesday, you can do it on Thursday. You know, we have a Russian meeting.
Okay.
Good. I mean, that dropping into presence as you did must have felt pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, that's the best, probably.
Right, right. Yeah. Good, good. Okay. Okay, lovely. So, find somebody else. Who should it be? Raj, are you there? I see, don't see you on the actual, you haven't got your camera on, I think. Maybe you're not there even. Okay, are you there, Raj? No, he's not.
Someone stopped my video. Something happened.
Somebody, you better,
Like,
yeah, okay. Can
yeah,
you turn it on again?
It doesn't,
Okay.
no.
I see you now, I'm seeing you now.
The host has disabled it. The host
Okay,
didn't
well,
find me beautiful enough. He put it out.
Okay, well, now he's put it on again because I can see you.
Yeah.
So would you like to say something about your experience
My experience.
during the meditation?
It was very quiet. And then, I don't know, maybe there was some sleepiness. So it was not, yeah, but it was very quiet and then kind of half sleepy. Yeah.
Right.
Happened.
You were probably shocked that it was so quiet because I think I've never heard you say it's very quiet. You might say it's a bit quiet, but it's quite a special moment for you to say very quiet.
Okay. Very quiet.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
You're a bit English about your
yes.
way you express yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you came on Zoom tonight because somehow, you've been giving me a lot of chances recently to have a go at you. Raj has been living in our community for 15 years, and the community would probably collapse without him. He's a guy that does all the things that nobody else notices has to be done, like emptying the dishwasher or something like that. Is that one of your vital parts of community life?
I also empty the dishwasher. Yes.
You do, yeah. I could imagine it.
And a few other things.
Yeah, I know you. But you also empty the garbage boxes or whatever they're called.
Yes,
the garbage bins. I mean, you do all the things that other people either they don't want to do them or don't like to do them, or they don't even notice, like turning off a light, for example. I bet you turn off more lights than most people in our community.
Yes, I turn off the lights.
Right. Yeah. Very important job, of course. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm very happy that you seem to be on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Turning off the lights.
Do you feel something has finally changed? Do you feel something is getting different inside you?
Yeah, it's slow, but it's changing. Yeah.
Right. Well, but you don't
slow
don't
change.
say it's a slow change. You just say something is changing. That's very positive, and that will help it to go quicker. Yeah, I think you must have some English blood in you because, that's the kind of, you talk like an Englishman actually, even though you come from Belgium.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
All right. He's also our house comedian, or one of the house comedians. Okay. So maybe a volunteer, somebody. If I talk to everybody who's new, Oscar maybe. Have I talked to Oscar? Oscar, would you like to come into the meeting? You're from Spain?
Hello. Yeah.
From Spain? You're from Spain?
Yes, from Valencia.
Ah, from Valencia. we met before online, I think. Yeah.
Yes. I was
Right.
also in Germany in the ashram 1 year and a
you've
half
been here.
ago. Or 2 years,
Okay, good. I
or
don't
2 years
remember
ago. I
that.
don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember you from Germany, but so probably I do have Alzheimer's starting because I seem to have lost my memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also
would
in
you
the,
like to share? Sorry.
I was also in Denia a couple of times.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we're coming there again in April. There's going to be a Vipassana weekend. Have you done our Vipassana weekend?
If I listen to it.
No, have you taken part? I mean, we offer a weekend where usually about 15 people sit on, but each person has a mattress and a chair and a cushion, and they have a blindfold, and they sit on what I call their island. So each person has his own island and stays there for the whole weekend with the blindfold on. And because we're sitting together, maybe 15 people in a room, there's a very powerful support for everybody. And usually people are concerned that it might be a very kind of intensive weekend, but very often people come to very beautiful stillness inside themselves. And by the end of the weekend on Sunday, people don't want to really stop and take off their blindfold. So I think you can look it up, but I think we're doing one there in April. You might want to come and try it.
Yes, I know. I'm thinking about
Right.
to go there.
Yeah, talk to Pedro about it. He was there in the last one we had. Yeah. And I see Angel is there tonight, sitting inside his house, and he's also planning to come. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, maybe I'll ask him now. Is Angel still there? Let's have a look.
Angel.
Angel, would you like to come in to the meeting? He's from northern Spain. He lives in the north of Spain, and they're very locked down.
Yo soy del País Vasco.
Huh? Okay.
He's the Basque country in the north.
Right, right. So I think you're planning to come for the Vipassana Island weekend. Is that right?
Creo que estás planeando venir al fin de semana de meditación vipassana en Denia, ¿es correcto?
Sí, sí, yo sí. Sí, sí.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I heard you laughing tonight when the meditation started.
Te he oído reír cuando comenzó la meditación esta noche.
Sí, sí, increíble, no he parado. Y todavía tengo todavía la alegría en el cuerpo, aquí en el pecho, aquí todavía.
Yes, it's amazing, and still I have this happiness in the chest.
Right, right. Yeah.
Hay a veces que estás hablando y me resulta, o sea, el habla me hace reír por solo estar hablando, me da ganas de reír y hacer unas bromas como, o sea, no sé, algo muy raro.
Sometimes only when you are speaking or just when you do a joke, I start to laugh. It's very strange.
So I've had some private Zoom meetings with Angel, and now recently after these private sessions, whenever he has time, he comes on the English broadcast, the Russian broadcast. He doesn't care the language because he's a kind of energy vampire, kind of vampire of energy, and he starts laughing like a madman, actually. Is that right?
Bueno, que desde que hemos tenido algunas sesiones privadas, ahora te conectas a cualquier reunión en ruso o en otros idiomas y te devuelve el idioma porque eres como una especie de Vampiro energético. ¿Es esto correcto?
Sí.
Yes, it's right.
Right, right. Okay.
Es que encima, ahora desde que estuve contigo y todo el rato que estoy, ahora siento en la meditación como que saliera de mi cuerpo una especie de estera. O sea, como, no sé, como si mi cuerpo tuviese una energía y saliera de mi cuerpo. Una sensación súper rara, que algo sale de mi cuerpo un poco. Y estoy así ahí y no me siento yo el cuerpo. ¿Eso qué? ¿Eso es normal?
Now, when I'm meditating with you, I'm experiencing as if my energy body is coming out of the body. It's very strange. Is that something normal?
Well, you're definitely not normal, Andrew.
Sé que definitivamente no eres normal, Ángel.
You're definitely on the list of the abnormal ones.
Definitivamente no estás en la lista de los normales.
But you know, I've been sharing now for 25 years.
He estado compartiendo durante 25 años.
So I don't really know who is normal.
Así que no sé realmente quién es normal.
And I'm definitely not normal.
Así que imagino que no es normal.
You know, I used to have this kind of quite sweet idea, you know, that I was very normal. And from my being so normal, I could judge everybody else, you know, against my normality.
Tenía esta idea de dulce de ser normal y desde esta normalidad yo solía juzgar a los demás.
But recently, you know, I had to admit to myself that I'm definitely not normal.
Y ahora tengo que admitir que yo definitivamente no soy normal.
So I'm a kind of weird human being.
Soy cierta clase de ser humano extraño, raro.
So probably you also are, and therefore we have a good connection.
Y probablemente tú también lo eres y por eso tenemos una buena conexión.
Sí, yo creo que sí.
Yes, I think so.
Right, right.
Si es que por mí te cogería todo el rato, por la meditación. Todos los satsang que hagas, los cogería todos.
Yeah, I would like to be always with you doing satsang or meetings.
Right,
all the time.
Well, I'm living in a very big house, and we can definitely find a room for you too.
Vivo en una casa muy grande y podemos encontrar una habitación para ti.
En cuanto me dejen volar.
When they allow me to fly.
Right. Well, as soon as you can fly, then don't waste any time. Come and see us.
En cuanto puedas volar, no pierdas tiempo, vente para acá.
Sí, joder, ¿cómo lo sabes?
Yes. How you know it?
Especially as you told me that you're a cook, you know, we'd be happy to try your cooking.
Sí, también me dijiste que eras cocinero y queremos probar tu cocina.
Encantado.
Yeah, nice to do it.
Right. You've got a great future ahead of you in our community, being the community cook, you know.
Creo que es una oportunidad, ¿no? De estar en la comunidad y poder cocinar en la comunidad.
Sí, lo que salga. Sí.
Yeah, whatever it comes.
Right. Yeah. Good. And you're talking to me from inside the house tonight, yeah? Normally, you're sitting in your car. You have a kind of studio in your car.
Hoy me hablas desde dentro de tu casa, que normalmente me hablas desde tu coche.
No. Se la he cogido prestada a un amigo que no está aquí. Y le he pedido las llaves, a ver si me la dejaba 1 hora y media o 2 horas.
I borrowed the house to a friend. this friend lent me the keys to be here for 1 hour and a half.
Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, you're definitely an unusual guy. Yeah.
Que definitivamente eres un chico inusual.
Es que hace mucho frío en el coche hoy. Hoy hace 5 grados. Uf.
It's very cold in the car today. Today is 6 degrees.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, the other day I was talking in a meeting about Elon Musk. Maybe you heard of him. He has a company for electric cars, Tesla electric cars, and he has another company for rockets.
El otro día hablamos de Elon Musk, que tiene una compañía de coches eléctricos y tiene otra compañía.
And when he started his car company,
y cuando empezó su compañía de coches,
he was advertising, you know, for engineers to come and work in his company.
Entonces publicitó, buscó para ingenieros para que vinieran a trabajar a su empresa.
And in his advertisement, he was telling, I don't want anybody who's been successful in any other company.
Y dijo que no quería.
I'm looking for the misfits.
Dijo que no quería a nadie que fuera exitoso en sus compañías anteriores.
And probably you know Steve Jobs from Apple Computers. He also used to talk about the misfits.
Y quizá conozcas a Steve Jobs, el de la empresa de ordenadores Apple, que también iba buscando por la misma situación.
That these kind of funny people, misfitted people, they are the ones that invent the iPad, for example, or the iPhone, or have rockets. Musk has invented rockets which can land again on the planet, you know, so that he can use them many times. So his rockets are much cheaper than other people's rockets.
Y esta cierta clase de personas que son extrañas y que inventan cosas, ¿no? Pues son las que permiten que las empresas pueden hacer cosas diferentes como cohetes y otras ciertas cosas.
Okay, so Mario, I see we've got Mario from Italy there. Would you like to? Hello, Mario.
Ciao, ciao John, ciao, grazie di tutto. Grazie a te.
I'm glad
È stato veramente bello, devo dire, e anche profondo.
Marco, can you translate?
Mi si è aperto il cuore. E poi
Marco, can you translate, Marco?
Excuse me? Sorry.
Ah, here we are. Could you translate for Mario?
Yes, sorry. He was very he was very touched by the depth of what was said, and he's very happy to be there.
Okay,
grazie,
very nice.
Grazie.
Thank you very much.
Very nice to see you again, because I missed you in the last broadcast.
Non ti ho visto la scorsa settimana.
No, perché ero impegnato per lavoro. Mi spiace tanto, ma non potevo.
He was busy because of business reasons.
Okay. You probably make spaghetti, do you?
Do you fai gli spaghetti? Probabilmente.
Scusa, non ho ben capito, scusa.
Dice che tu probabilmente fai spaghetti, non so se intende dire che lo fai di professione.
No, affatto, io non sono affatto un cuoco, sono negato.
He's not a cook, he's unable
negato.
to.
No. Negato.
Okay.
Mi piace mangiare, ma non so fare nulla.
But he cannot cook.
Ecco.
Okay, good.
Quando vieni in Italia a fare un altro seminario?
When are you coming to Italy to have another seminar?
Well, my car is always ready. And
La mia auto è sempre pronta.
as soon as you guys invite me, I'll be driving through Switzerland to Italy again.
Non appena mi invitate, attraverserò la Svizzera per venire in Italia.
Va bene, bene.
Very good.
Speriamo presto.
I hope soon.
Right.
Almeno...
So it's very beautiful in Italy because I was there a few months ago and we had our meeting.
È stato molto bello in Italia perché abbiamo avuto una riunione.
Sì, vero.
We had our meetings in a beautiful old cathedral.
Abbiamo avuto una riunione in una bellissima e vecchia cattedrale.
Yeah, so I felt very spiritual in that.
Mi sono sentito molto spirituale in quel contesto.
È vero.
Next time I'll come in a special costume.
La prossima volta verrò con un abito speciale.
È stato veramente, veramente bellissimo con te.
It was really so beautiful when you came.
Un grazie di cuore perché hai dato tanto.
Very much because you gave us a lot.
Grazie, grazie.
Yeah, but
thank you.
You Italian guys gave me a lot too. It was a nice
Anche
time.
voi italiani mi avete dato molto, ecco.
Ma anche tu dai tanto, si sente molto la tua presenza e la tua energia.
But you also give us a lot and we feel your presence and your energy.
Yeah.
E poi...
Yeah, well, I love you Italian guys because you have such a passion inside.
Mi piacciono gli italiani perché hanno una tale passione interiore.
È vero. E poi si sente anche il tuo maestro Papa G e Ramana Maharshi, grandissimo.
We felt your master Papaji and even Ramana Maharshi.
Right. Well, since I was in Italy, I started a new project.
Da quando sono stato in Italia ho iniziato un nuovo progetto.
And this is going to be stories from Papaji's life.
Questo progetto sono storie della vita di Papaji.
And I've been working on this project for a month, and I've collected many stories.
Ho lavorato per un mese su questo progetto già e ho raccolto tante storie molto belle.
And I've discovered that Papaji is somehow in my brain. He's kind of inside directing the whole thing.
Ho scoperto che Babaji in qualche modo dirige tutto ciò che sto facendo.
Ma è un libro o un video che deve uscire?
Is it a book or a video or a film which is going to be published?
It will, at the moment it's a book, but we hope we can also make a film.
Per ora è il libro, ma speriamo di poter fare anche il film.
So many people, you know, he had at the end of his life from about when he was about 80 to when he was 87
Quando
and left his
aveva
body.
80
Just
anni,
for 7 or 8 years, he had a kind of amazing
7-8 giorni, 7-8 anni,
he attracted suddenly, you know, hundreds of people
ha
to him.
attratto centinaia di persone.
And it was a wonderful time every day with him.
E stare con lui ogni giorno era un avvenimento meraviglioso.
It was a kind of spiritual party every day.
Era come se ci fosse una festa spirituale ogni giorno.
He was a very big man.
Era un uomo molto grande di corporatura.
And his head was shaven.
La sua testa era rasata.
And he would arrive in the morning looking a bit serious.
E la mattina arrivava con un'espressione seria.
And then after a few minutes of the meeting, he would start to laugh.
E dopo alcuni minuti della riunione iniziava a ridere.
And very soon in many meetings, everybody was just laughing around on the floor. They couldn't even sit straight because they were laughing so much.
E spesso durante le riunioni presto tutti si rotolavano per terra per le risate.
È proprio una grazia di Dio essere stati alla sua presenza.
It was a real grace to be in his presence.
Yes. It's affected my whole life. Yeah.
Sì, è così ha avuto un effetto sulla mia intera vita.
Okay, so anybody else
Grazie.
like to?
Grazie.
Did I talk
Grazie,
to Lily?
Marco.
Figurati.
Okay. Did I talk to you, Lily? I see you're.
Ho parlato con te, Lily?
You're there with your dog, I think.
Okay, can I talk? Do you hear me?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you very well. We don't see you at the moment.
Okay, I don't know why.
Okay, now we see you. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes me so happy to hear all these different languages, and yeah, it's good because before some months ago I was traveling in all these countries, and now it's remembering me a lot if I hear these languages.
Right. And which country are you from? Where are you?
Germany, Hamburg.
Okay, Hamburg. Okay, right. It's a bit English up there.
A bit English?
I always thought Hamburg was a bit English. You know, I used to come to Hamburg, and I always found it was raining, and the houses looked like they could be in London.
Yes, maybe.
Right.
And I maybe also come into your community in April.
Oh, okay, good. For the weekend, are you coming for this? We have a Vipassana weekend in April, I think.
I think I come to the Easter retreat, and then I maybe stay as a volunteer.
Ah, good. Are you friends with Saraswati?
No.
You have a friend living here? No. Okay. Good. Yeah. So I don't think we've met before. So what is it that brings you in contact with us and makes you like to come to the house? Have you seen any films?
I read in the Eurotopia book about you.
Ah, okay, right.
Yeah, it's giving me a lot. Like I'm traveling and visiting some communities and some monasteries, and it's really eye-opening how many communities here and share the things from their heart and what they learned. And so I found you, and I contact Radha.
Ah,
So,
okay, good.
Yeah.
Right. And have you ever meditated?
Yes.
Have you done some meditation? Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So I was talking to a Frenchman earlier about his meditation. Did you hear me talking to him?
Yes.
And you also had some experiences as he was describing, or I was describing, what I would call glimpses, where suddenly it gets very quiet inside and you feel very, very good.
Yes, I have it in really different moments, not always when I meditate, or also sometimes when I'm in the nature, or when I'm doing Qigong, or when I'm clear in my mind. And yeah, I know this, sometimes you just have to laugh because I don't know, you realize what is going on around you and inside you when the silence comes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good. Okay, well, you might have a good time here, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think so.
We're a kind of strange community of people that laugh a lot.
And that makes me so happy. I also had to laugh so often.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So nice to meet you, and we'll see you at Easter. Yeah.
Yes.
And
perfect.
you're welcome to stay longer as a volunteer. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So who haven't I met tonight? Is there anybody did I meet you, Anchor? I don't think so, actually. Let's have Anchor on next. And then
Hi, John. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're another one who's very familiar, but I don't quite remember where I met you.
We met exactly 1 year ago in India.
In India, in Rishikesh?
No, in Tiruvannamalai.
Ah, okay. Okay, in one of the public meetings?
Yes, I went to your satsang every day.
Now I recognize. Yeah.
I have long hair now.
You're from Berlin. You teach
Yes,
yoga in Berlin.
yes.
Right. I remember now. You're a bit in disguise tonight because your hair's grown quite well in the last year.
Yes. Like everybody's hair is growing in these times.
Right. Ah, no haircuts, you mean?
Yeah.
Nobody can cut their hair, so everybody's getting a hairier and hairier.
Yeah.
So how is Berlin? How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty fine. I mean, it's with ups and downs, and sometimes I have a lot of worries, and sometimes I just feel fine, and I don't know even why. And yeah, so.
Right. So if you ever think to come, then come and visit us. Yeah, we have all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah, I know. I always have you in my mind, and I always try to join the Saturday meetings, but I was always busy with other things. And
right.
So
yeah, we just moved from Saturday to Tuesday night. I mean,
yes, exactly.
I don't know. That makes it easier for you, does it?
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm here.
Right. Oh, good. But try to come and see us in the house. We have a pretty amazing place on the bank of the Rhine in a small village, and the house is always full of people. And if you come now, we can offer you a test as you come into the house, and everybody in the house is tested regularly, so it's quite safe to come here.
Yeah, I trust you. This is not about this.
Right.
Yeah. I would be happy to come one day. I have it in view, and I also even sent you a friend of mine, and he wanted to come last year, but then something, I think the first lockdown came, and so he had to stop. So he couldn't come for some.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And after I met you in Tiru, I had gone to Rishikesh. I don't know if I had told you I was going to Rishikesh, and
yes,
we just in the last days starting to plan a trip to Rishikesh, maybe a 10 days or 2-week retreat in Rishikesh.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it so much. It's a beautiful city in the north of India.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to finish now, unless there's anybody else I haven't spoken to. Let me just have a quick check of the faces. I think I've talked to everybody. Okay, I think everybody, all the guests I've talked to anyway. Anybody feel left out? Oh, I didn't talk to Olaf. Let me say hello to Olaf. Yeah. We just met last night, Olaf.
Yeah, sorry, we have a disturbing.
And you came back. You came back very quickly. Yeah, you were here last night as a guest, and then you come back for another few days, I think.
Yeah, I hope to stay until Saturday. Just a second, we have a disturbance here. Well, I hope you can hear me good, and yeah, thank you. Yeah, after the meeting last night,
I think if the other computer has to be turned down or off, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe Victoria, can you switch off your sound, and then you can both hear it from Olaf's sound.
Okay, can you put Olaf back now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Well, last night I made an important decision after meeting you and the people in the house.
Just a second, Olaf. Something with the sound is not all right. Olaf, just a second. We'll do something with the sound, yeah?
next try. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Very good.
Okay, thank you. Well, I don't know if you could follow me or not, but this morning I made the decision to come again to Hitdorf and join the house, and I'll be here until Friday or Saturday, or I don't know. I want to learn a lot about myself, about the community, and about you. Yeah, I'm deeply impressed about the aura of this place and the energy which is here, and I think that's something, yeah, I was missing in my life until now.
Right. Right.
I'd like to find out if there is more in my life for maybe for my second half being on the earth.
Right.
I don't know, or for the next years or decades.
Right.
I really
Right.
want to find out more about it.
Right.
It's not just go to work, do your job, educate your kids.
Right.
It's much more here. And thank you for giving me the chance to just come here and join.
I think you know, this decision that happened to you this morning, maybe after you came last night to the meeting, maybe, or whatever reason, that decision that you kind of came in touch with, you know, that in a way you discovered, okay, there's something I don't really know, there's something I don't really understand, and those guys seem to understand something that I don't understand, you know? And, you know, that's a kind of definition of wisdom, you know, that when you know that you don't know, you know, because when you know that you don't know, then you can start to find out. But so many people live their whole life thinking that they know, you know, and if you think you know, you miss all the things you could discover when you can admit to yourself that you, that you don't know, you know. So you could say that don't know is a kind of beginning of wisdom, you could say. And so the way you're describing what happened to you, I mean, probably right now in your life, there is a kind of change moment, you know. And the more you're able to be open for that change, the more of the journey, the sort of inner journey, the more of this inner journey you can do it, you know, because it's not really to find out about John David or to find out about the people. The journey is to find out about you, you see. And one of the things that you'll discover at some point is your essence is the same as Lakshmi's essence sitting next to you, is the same as John David's essence. And that in fact, everybody tonight on this broadcast, we all have the same essence. And in fact, every human being has the same essence. And that's why you've heard spiritual teachers saying, we're all one, you know, we're all one. So when you now talk to Lakshmi, you think you're talking and she's listening. But actually, the one who is talking is the same as the one who's listening. And this is, of course, not so easy to accept in the beginning of hearing something like that. But gradually, you can come to know that for your own daily life, you know. And this is very, very beautiful because, you know, there were some people earlier who had watched a film, for example. I think there were two people who'd watched a film, and out of this film had decided to connect to our community. Yeah. But what they're really deciding is they want to connect to something inside themselves. And this thing inside themselves, inside you also, I would say, is actually the one that's deciding. It's the one that decided to put them on the Zoom tonight, was deciding to bring you to the house today. And this is an amazing intelligence. It's an enormous intelligence. And actually, this intelligence is, in fact, always running our life. It's always making the decisions about our life. But because we are constantly connected in the mind, in the ego, into the belief that I am doing my life, that there is somebody who can do my life. So this prevents us to really connect more deeply inside to our essence. So when something has happened like you're describing, it means that your essence is really exerting itself. You know, it wants to be heard. It wants to be given a space. So I wish you well. You know, this is a beautiful moment, actually. So let's see what happens. And you should talk to Lakshmi, you see, because she met me some years ago and wanted to come to the house, but she postponed, and she let her mind postpone for several years, maybe 3 years, I think. And now she's much more connected. She came to a retreat in India, and she's coming regularly to meetings in the house and volunteering in the house. And if you talk to her, she can share with you what has happened for her, what she's discovered, if you like. And this discovery is a wonderful journey. It's like the ultimate, how can I say, it's the ultimate traveling. You know, we often arrange traveling. Somebody was talking about traveling around Europe. You know, the ultimate traveling is actually inside ourselves. The most beautiful traveling. Okay, I wish you well.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll probably talk again in the next time. Yeah. Okay, so very nice meeting. I'm going to leave now. So I was very happy to meet everybody. Maybe I missed one or two. Excuse me for that. I've just seen Susan, who I think is in Berlin. I missed her, but we'll get her next time. She's also invited to come here. In fact, she was coming, but she didn't arrive. Maybe we talk about that next time. Yeah. So, okay, very nice. Thank you. And oh, one last thing. So on Friday at 8 o'clock, on the 8th, no, not on the 8th. No, I think it's 12th maybe. Anyway, on this Friday, Indira, who lives also in the house, been living here for many years, and in fact is one of the main organizers of the community. She will be giving the same Zoom meeting as I'm done tonight, and she speaks very good German. So anybody or friends of yours who don't speak German, please tell them there's a lovely meeting with a very nice woman on Friday night. Yeah. Okay. Ciao.